All right, so here we go. I just started up my old 1997 Ford F-150. You can see condensation on the windows. And I put my Tesla in my auto shop yesterday just for the specific reason to show that it had water intrusion that was not affected by the current events, which means it was in my shop in a controlled climate, and then when I went to Tesla, there was still moisture in the fucking left rear taillight at 10:45 in the morning. So those guys are douchebags. So anyway, this is my analog dash, 159,000. The button doesn't work to reset the counters, but anyhow, it does work. So we're gonna back out on my driveway, and then we're gonna start. So we're gonna say that's probably 1 or 2 tenths from the start of my house. I love this truck. $1,500 trucks lasted years with minimal issues. So once it gets to the 2, we'll start at 2 tenths of a mile. And let's see where we go. Because I was like, there's no fucking way that my shop is 4 miles one way to work. And I could be wrong. So we'll just consider 2 to 3 is 1 tenth of a mile. And this is, I don't think there's any shorter way to my shop. This thing has we'll just call it 160,000 miles on it. I didn't buy this brand new. I bought it from supposedly the original owner, and he obviously wasn't changing his oil regularly because this thing burns oil. Because I'm sure the rings are full of sticky shit, and I just started my practices on trying to get the sticky stuff out with adding a little motor flush to the oil changes, which I do every 3,000 miles. Well, someone took the sticker off, so I'll check this. We don't drive this all the time. It sits more than anything. So it's 3 tenths of a mile so far. And then when I started the other day, I started at this traffic light. I looked out, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? So I kind of guesstimated that it would be like 3 tenths of a mile. I think I considered it 5 tenths when I did my math. So 2, 3 is 1, 4, you follow me? So it's 5 tenths of a mile, 6 tenths of a mile. So when you hit 12 or 13, that's going to be 1 mile. So 2 on the counter, right? So once it hits 2, we're going to say that's just starting the 1 mile mark because we started at 2. So we just hit about 1 mile to my business. This fucking idiot's flying. I got in an argument with that douchebag in front of my house. He told me to move my truck. I was like, yeah, you're gonna have to fucking wait, dude. And of course he's in a hurry. Well, how about you get the fuck up earlier so you're not speeding and driving like a fucking moron every day to get where you're going? It's not that hard, dude. He was beeping in his big monster truck, and I get out, and I guess he didn't expect me to walk up to him and confront him. I'm like, yeah, dude, you're gonna have to fucking sit there and wait because I don't give a shit. So the next 2 on this counter would be 2 miles. Everybody's going to work to make that money. Alright, so here we go. So we're going to call this, at the next stroke of the digit, 2 miles. And then there's my shop, which legitimately is like a 3-minute ride. So we just hit the 2 mile mark, and it's not going to be 2 miles from this point to my shop. So it's definitely not 4 miles. And I guarantee I didn't burn 4 miles worth of gas, even in this old 4.6 liter 97 Ford with 150,000 miles, 160,000 miles on it, right? And I just wanted to do this for mathematical reasons, and also, you know, Tesla's so super efficient claims to fame. So remember, the next 2 on the odometer trip would be 3 miles. And I hope my phone doesn't stop. But I'm like a football field away from my shop. So I'm going to say 7, 8, 9, 10. It's going to be 3 miles of driving, and then in my Tesla I burned 4 miles of battery. 3 miles of driving. It doesn't even seem like that. Isn't that fucking crazy? It might even be a little less than 3 miles. Till I die. It's a 9. So it's less than 3 miles, because there's the 9, right? And remember, we started at 2. So it's less than 3 miles to my business. Less than 3 miles, but I burned 4 miles worth of Tesla battery. Interesting.